Change is an inevitable component of our lives, but still many of us are not used to it and feel difficult embracing it. Even sometimes positive changes like going to a new school, starting a new job, a new role, a new relationship can also bother us. I know dealing with change is not easy as we're creatures of habit, but change is where we grow. Coming up, I'll be going over a little on the makeup of what change is and how it affects our minds, and then some benefits of how to help yourself. What's going on, guys? Richard Rozza with the Personal Development Channel. Welcome to the community. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about dealing with change. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like anything at any point, then give it a like. Let's get to it. Let's start by talking about your most complex organ. Yep, you got it, your brain. How the brain reacts to change. David Rock, author and co-founder of the Neuro Leadership Institute, a global initiative bringing neuroscientists and leaders together, explains that uncertainty is usually registered as a gap, tension or error in the brain, something that must be rectified before we can get back our mental comfort. Not recognizing what will happen next can be profoundly draining because it requires extra neural energy. This can diminish memory, undermine performance, and disengage people from the present. During a neuroscience experiment in 1992, researchers tried to find out the fear levels of the participants. For this purpose, participants were told they will be given an electric shock. Researchers divided the participants into two groups. One group was told about the intensity of the current, but the other group was not told whether they were going to receive a mild or intense current. Researchers, after testing their fear levels, found out that the group who was not told about the intensity of the electric shock exhibited more fear than those people who knew for certain they were going to get a more intense current. This research showed that our brains crave information and sudden changes can be unsettling for us. UK-based author Hilary Scarlett defined this neuroscience behaviour by saying, seeking out information in the face of uncertainty is therefore a crucial way in which we can better adjust to change. It is these little missing bits of information that are distracting. If you give people that information, it settles the brain. So what are the stages of reacting to change? Usually there are four major stages through which we process change. Depending on person's natural capacity, some people get stuck in one stage and others advance more quickly. So these four stages are shock and disorientation, anger and other emotional responses, coming to terms with the new normal, and then finally acceptance and moving forward. So what can you do to cope with change without feeling overwhelmed? Well, to make change feel less scary, here are some tips that I hope might help you when you have to face change. So the first point and step is identify what is in your control and what is not. Clearly knowing what is going on is the first step, as a lot of people generally get anxious due to the neurological process I just explained. You don't want to keep getting angry without actually knowing what is happening with us. Most of the changes are out of your control, and it is vital to admit this fact. Here it's also crucial to note that when something is out of your control, you can't do anything about it. So instead of unnecessary frustration, it's better to accept it and move on. And if the change is under your control and you're responsible for whatever it is, then do something about it if you can. In both cases, knowing what is going on with you will cut off or lower your frustration levels. The next one is celebrate the positives. Another strategy to mend your mental stability due to change is to look for positivity from change. What does it have to offer? It can be difficult, but if you can do so, it will support you to make change effective and manage it more effectively. No matter how small or unnoticeable positivity is, picking these positives will aid you to know how things have become better. For example, if you've recently moved to an area away from your friends, try to be positive and see this change as an opportunity to meet new people. Okay, the next one, something I've talked about many times, is eat healthy and exercise. As change equals stress, that's why many of us indulge ourselves in a variety of unhealthy carbs like cakes, donuts, sugars. I've definitely done this. It's also called emotional eating. So it is a must to step back and eat healthy when you catch yourself doing so. Secondly, you should consider adding exercise in your schedule, as it's proved to decrease symptoms of depression, stress, and many other areas. Keeping yourself active releases certain stress relieving chemicals in your mind. And then you've got seek support. Take help from a professional coach or therapist if you have gone through a change you cannot handle. It's okay and normal. Professional help can soothe, and it will make changes easier to digest. So challenge time then, guys. The next time you come across a challenge, I want you to ask yourself if it is in your control or not. If not, then move on. And if it is, do something about it. And if the change is too big for you to get over, then seek guidance and support. Share your challenge experience with us in the YouTube comments, or tag us on Instagram using @RozaMindset. That's it for today, everyone. Hit that subscribe button, and if you enjoyed the content, give it a like. And if you'd like to be notified of when new episodes are released, then click the little notification bell. If you'd like me to expand on anything you see, please comment below. And finally, come and join our community on Instagram, Facebook. All the links are in the description below. This has been Richard Roza. Peace out.